Okay, the next question was, do certain plants and herbs and crystals really affect the outcome of a spell, or is it intention? Yes, they do, and it's because each crystal and plant and herb has an energy about it. And how do we know what energy a thing has? Like, who makes it up? A couple of things at play. So the first one of the things is called the doctrine of signatures. And what that is that a plant that resembles something can heal that something. So think of the expression like hair of the dog, right? How do you heal the bite? It's with the hair of the dog that bit you. So with the doctrine of signatures, you've got like walnuts, for example. They look like a brain. And so historically, they would use walnuts to heal the brain, or like mushrooms look like the ear, and they would use mushrooms to heal the ear. So it's kind of like the plant represents the thing, so it might heal the thing. And in Chinese medicine, I'm not an expert in Chinese medicine, but in Chinese medicine, they focus on the root. So what does the root look like, and how does it fix the thing on the outside? But it's more than just that, and honestly, historians don't even know where the doctrine of signatures came from, which is kind of where it fits with the next part, where it does get passed down. With a lot of our modern books today, you can pick up pretty much any of them, and they're all going to tell you the same definitions for the same herbs and crystals. And it's just because as a collective, we've agreed on that. And it's because we know that across like 5 cultures or more, the herb or the crystal or the thing, it all represents something similar. And it usually has to do with the energy of the thing when it grows and when it blooms. If you really think about it, how does a plant feel to you? If you look at a rose, how does that rose make you feel? The petals, the thorns, the stem, that would correspond to what you could use that for. Basil, for example, is, it gives you, when you cook with it, it gives you like a sense of warmth, and it's got a very full aroma, and that's kind of why it gets associated with abundance. And then we know ancient astrologers used to associate these things with the planets. So like mugwort, the moon, and basil, they connected it with Mars. Cinnamon is like the sun. And of course, over time, it's just a bunch of trial and error. But because we have so many cultures that have come together and agreed that these ingredients have the same purposes, we just trust it. And if you use an herb that is wrong in your spell, it doesn't necessarily harm the spell. Sometimes it doesn't do anything at all. Sometimes it can neutralize the energy of a spell. So even if you use 2 conflicting ingredients, so like say I wanted to do a baneful working, and say I'd use cayenne powder, right? Because it's hot and it's spicy and it can cause pain. But if I also combine that with salt, salt is protective. So I have neutralized the pain with the protective salt. You don't have to use herbs at all. I mean, the way we look at candles now, the way we see them online where they're all like dressed up with herbs and stuff, that's new. I never saw that until TikTok. Never. And I've been doing this since 1998. 1997. I don't know, I just found out I was 42 yesterday. But almost 30 years, 29 years, 29 and a half years, whatever. Never saw a candle dress like that ever. I didn't even use herbs in my practice for like the first 10 years, I think. Honestly, I might use cinnamon or something that I could find in my kitchen, and salt, an egg, but I was never ordering herbs. Like I have back there a whole bunch of herbs now, but I still don't use them as often as other witches, and I don't like really dress up the candles the way you see them now. It's nice, it smells good, it's pretty, but you don't have to use anything that gives you a headache or, affects you badly. I feel like I rambled a little bit there, but if anything doesn't make sense, let me know and I'll clarify.